What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining me again today. We're going to be diving a little bit deeper down the Python rabbit hole today. We're going to be taking a look at how we can make a really simple Python password generator. So one that's going to include ASCII letters, numbers, and punctuation with a variable length that you can select. So let's jump into it. Let's start by making a directory to store this in. So I'll make directory, and we're going to call this PyPassGen. CD into that. Slow computer today. Run a few background processes. Apologies. All right. So now we've got that, let's create our file. So we're just going to call that main.py. And then we will open our new file. Whoa, nope, not code 0. I don't know. Feels like that should be something real serious, like engage code 0. Wedge writing password generator, which I suppose is like a cybersecurity kind of thing. It's serious, it could be code 0. Alright, so we've got Visual Studio Code open. Obviously you can write Python pretty much anything. We're going to start off by importing the libraries that we're going to be using. So that's going to be random for our sort of random selection and string for string manipulation. So import random, import string. Now, next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to create a function. So we'll define the function and generate password, and that's going to take an input of length. So we're going to set a variable called length that we will pass into this, and that's going to be how long we want our password to be. Alright, so now let's just create a variable that has all the ASCII letters, all the digits, and all the punctuation that is possible to include in a password. So we're just going to call this all chars, because it's like our all stars of passwords. We'll go string.ascii letters. So we're already using our string library that we've imported. We're going to go plus string.digits, and then the last one we're going to go string.punctuation, and that's going to create a variable for us that just starts off with all of the letters and then jumps into all of the numbers, and then, well, not all of the numbers, I mean it's going to go like 0 through 9, you can make all the numbers with that. All the single digit numbers that are available to you, and then all of the punctuation characters. Now, let's do a bit of a helping hand for people here. We're going to say that you can't do a password less than 8 characters long. So say if length is less than 8, print this is code 0, baby. Password length should be at least 8 characters long. No, not a full stop. Exclamation mark. Serious. Return. So we'll break out of that if they've entered a length of less than 8 characters. Now I think 8 characters is a good minimum length. A lot of the passwords that you're going to be asked to input online say a minimum of 8 characters anyway, so in the event that it's lower than that, we're just helping people out. We're giving them the enforcement that it must be more secure, even if the website or app is not enforcing that. So now we've got our list of every possible character. We've validated that they're asking for password that is greater than 8 characters length. Or 8 or more characters, I should say. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to use a for loop here to randomly select characters from that all-chars string variable. Yeah, so let's go password, this is what we're going to send back. And we'll start with just empty, and we're going to join random.choice all chars. So we're going to say, hey, grab a random character and join it to the end of password. We're going to start with nothing. From the all chars list. And we're going to say, do that for I in range length. So iterating through the length. So if we say 8 characters, it'll iterate 8 times. Grab a character from our all chars list at random. So it could be letter, number, punctuation, letter, punctuation, number, and it would just go through until the full length. And then return password. So we've got our function here, generate password. It grabs all the possible characters that can be included in the password. It validates that it's a secure enough length of password, and then it iterates through the length, adding in characters from the all chars list, and then returns a password. So this is awesome, but right now completely impractical because nothing actually calls generate password. So let's make our main function. Def main, and in here we're going to grab our length. So equals int input enter password length, and then we will say our password is equal to generate password. So we're going to call our function and we're going to send length. Now we'll say if the password has been returned, if password, if something exists in password, print printf. Your password is password. So adding the f at the beginning of our print means that we are able to pull in variables like this into the string. Now we have not tabbed that in, so it's given us some very angry things. Actually, no, we need to untab that. That was fine where it was, and then we can bring that back. Okay, wonderful. Now the reason why we're putting that in an if statement is that if someone were to enter a length of less than 8, so they entered 6, we'd say this is code 0, baby. Password length must be at least 8 characters, and then we return with no password coming back, which would mean password is unset. So we avoid trying to say your password is nothing. So we only print the password if a password is returned. Awesome. Now, let's call main so that it'll actually run when we tell it to run. And in here, let's clear this up and we will go Python main.py. Enter password length 4. Because I don't understand anything about online security. Oh, This is code 0, baby. Password length must be at least 8 characters long. Alright, let's try again. Python main.py. Okay, so character length. Let's go exactly 8 characters. Yep. Okay, there we go. We've got a mix of upper and lower case. We've got a mix of punctuation. We've got the ampersand in there. We've got a digit. We've got an 8. That's pretty good. Let's go a really long one. Let's grab a really long length. We'll go 22 characters. Nice. I don't think personally I would ever be guessing that password. Now obviously some passwords that are requested on the internet, they've got more specific rules than just length and these characters. Some of them will specifically forbid certain characters, and this password generator does not account for that. But just as a cool little tool to help you get by in life, make sure that you're always using secure passwords, this could be a great option. We may even come back to this later and then look at how we can connect this to a database and hash the passwords so that they're not readable if someone were to be looking directly at the database, and give you a database library, a password library that you can be using for different websites and keeping track of your own passwords. But till then, I hope you found this helpful. If you have, leave a like, drop a comment. If it hasn't been helpful, you're also welcome to comment. Give me feedback. All feedback is welcome. I think feedback is a gift. Drop a dislike. Engagement is engagement. You know how it is. If you want to keep up to date with the work that we're doing here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, and I look forward to joining you on our journey moving forwards. Still getting the hang of this YouTube thing, still fairly new at it, but I'm really excited. I hope you're excited too. Yeah, until next time, have a good one.